When I first moved to Panama, I thought I was going to live in a condo at the beach, but I ended up here in beautiful El Valle de Anton. Come along with me as I do monthly garden tours. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the March 2025 garden tour. Sorry I haven't done one sooner, but been a little laid up with that gallbladder. I cannot wait to get back to gardening. There's so many little projects that I want to get done. So let me walk you through, show you some new things that are blooming and coming up and ideas that I have for the future. I'm starting the garden tour right here with this beautiful blossom of the Confederate rose. It's about 4 o'clock, and this is the color that it has now in the later afternoon. This morning it was pure white, and later it will be a deep magenta. This is the back side of Pink Hill, and it looks very lush. Very colorful. The front side needs a little work, but I have some plans. And I wanted to record now because it's not windy. Look at how the Dumbea filled in. That is really going to be a work in progress because that's not the shape that I want this thing. I'm now thinking that maybe I just want it to be like a big shrub. I spotted some leafcutter ants on the hibiscus. You can see how they eat the blossoms. So I'm gonna have to get out that spray. And my gardener pruned back this hibiscus, which I never have the heart to do. I never have the heart to cut them severely, but it does great for them because then it just starts getting more bushy and can get more blossoms down at the bottom, where this one on the left is spindly because I don't have the heart to cut it. But I might just get the courage up to do it. Look at this beautiful pink ginger. I just watered over here a little bit. There's something very exciting happening with the lemon tree, and the little mandarin tree is growing, lots of new growth. I did prune out some of the branches. Apparently if there's 3 branches, you want to get rid of a third one and just have it be 2 stalks that branch out. Lantana's looking good. Butterflies are, oh, and hummingbirds also, they like that. This is kind of filling in, it's getting there. I had a shrimp plant in the front in a planter, and I think it was just getting too much sun. So it's got decent roots, and I'm gonna ask the gardener to dig a hole here and plant that. And then this whole section needs an overhaul because the ground cover is too much. The hibiscus are too tall, and the pretty plants that I had as the taller plants in the back are not thriving. It could be because the soil is too dry. This is a dry spot. So I think I'm gonna ask him to clear out from the papyrus over, just clear out the ground cover and take out some of this dead stuff. Like this is just dead. And kind of overhaul this. This was like my red, orange, yellow area. So I thought the yellow shrimp plant could find a nice home here. And I have two trees. One is a gourd tree and the other is a tree that has yellow flowers and red fruit. So I think I'll put those at either end, and that will kind of make a nice combination. And then I think if we just prune down the hibiscus and just keep it bushy, or I should have planted it way toward the back, but I didn't. So there you go. Oh, and guess what possibly is coming back to life? My avocado tree. So now it might be, I don't know, 15 years before I get an avocado? Or someone's gonna get an avocado, maybe. All right, let's take a look at the lemons because they are coming in. The fruit is setting. Oh, here's one. One. Ooh, I just noticed this one. Two. Three. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. I'm super excited because, you know, when I planted it, it wasn't looking great and it only had that one sad little lemon on it, which actually turned out to be delicious. So I've been giving the tree some fertilizer, some citrus food, which clearly is helping. And I'm just excited. I'm gonna have lemons. Not too much new with the hammock patio. Well, let's see, the Macuna vine, that one that's gonna have a pendulous purple flower, seems to be thriving. I think it won't be long before it gets to the top, starts crawling over, and starts blossoming. The wind is not the friend of these plants. Not a friend at all. The leaves just really take a beating. This is the Buddha's belly. Should grow pretty tall. That's that flower that it has. I love the deep burgundy color of this plant. It's definitely a slow grower. It doesn't seem to spread. It just kind of seems to grow to this height, and that's it. This jasmine plant is doing well, really greening up. Might get some flowers on there. Oh, these that were looking kind of brown and fried at the side of the container, the gardener took out the dead stalks, and now it really, I've been making sure that I water plenty, and now it really looks like it's coming in. This is going to be the outdoor shower. Got a nice papaya coming in on this tree. But those, oh, two papayas. The chakalaka birds, they knock off the papaya, and they were having sex in my yard today. I really have to have a chat with them. I did not give them permission. These plumeria that I had just stuck in a pot are going to be blooming. So that's fun to see. I broke down and bought another green jade vine. This one was at the Mercado. And I put up a little sunscreen because apparently they're not fond of full sun, and this gets a lot of full sun in the afternoon. So I figured while it's getting established, I'll protect it from the harsh sun. Since the bricks all got moved away, I'm just planting a little cover there. This white ginger is so pretty. I have it in another spot in the garden, but it hasn't really like grown in yet. These are 4 lemon saplings that I had planted from seeds, just from a store-bought lemon. Surprisingly, they're doing fine. This area also is going to need a little bit of an overhaul. I don't think the soil is very healthy right over here. So I think I'm gonna ask the gardener to kind of, like, starting in rainy season, we'll dig up a little bit and amend the soil. This is another shrimp plant. This one is orange. So I think this one can go over in that section that I was just showing you that has the yellows and orange plants. Those are the 2 trees that are going to go over in yellow and orange section. I haven't really gotten any flowers from the galingal. Got a ripe bunch of cuadrados. I actually boiled a couple that were green, and I don't know if I didn't season them correctly or boil them long enough, but it wasn't super tasty. The gardenia blossoms are really thriving. because they were also getting eaten by the leafcutter ants. And so I sprayed, and the ants, took a break for a while. I just love that fragrance. And that variegated leaf, I think, is so pretty. Here's another section that is going to need a little bit of an overhaul. Probably same thing, like once it starts getting rainy, just till the soil, amend it, cut back this Persian shield a little bit because it gets a little too much, and then look for things to plant in these bare spots. There's a bird that came back to build a nest in the palm tree, and I left some of the weed whacker plastic thread because I noticed that it had a piece of plastic something or other up in the nest. So I'm helping it get materials. Oh, it was just up there. I'm gonna ask the gardener to transplant this. I don't think it's getting enough sun where it is. It has a pretty like pink cone-shaped blossom. Begonias are doing well. And I had a cutting of the bastard vervain, so I just stuck it in the ground here, and it's doing well too. That concludes March 2025 garden tour, El Valle de Anton. Thanks for watching. Sorry it took me a while to get this one done, but I've been laid up. I had this little visitor in the yard. I posted an image to the Facebook snake identification group, and they said it was a non-venomous false coral, sometimes called a Halloween snake. And I wasn't sure what it was doing. It really seemed like it was trying to get in the hole in the ground, because this is its tail on the right side of the screen. But it was hunting. So there was some kind of bug in there, because I did stick around to watch, and it pulled out a bug about the size of like a small cricket. I was happy to know that it was non-venomous, and once I knew that, it was actually pretty cool to watch it. Not that I want to see it again, but it's Panama and snakes happen.